And incident at RDU Airport. So I just read the headline and refreshed the page, James. And so, reading in the headline, RDU Airport reopens airfield after small plane truck crash on taxiway. So that's what we got. That's the latest. Is what I just learned a minute before coming back on. So RDU Airport reopens airfield after small plane truck crash on taxiway. So Raleigh-Durham International Airport reopened its airfield after a collision between a box truck and a small plane on Wednesday afternoon, this afternoon. So a crash between a small plane and a box truck on a taxiway at RDU briefly closed the airfield. And again, we started hearing rumblings this afternoon around 2 o'clock, almost an hour ago, from several frustrated travelers who posted about it on social media. James, you've been looking at Flight Tracker. What are you seeing now?
So with the reporting from our Cottenham partners at WREL that the airfield has been reopened, I'm looking at Flight Radar 24, just trying to see what the next plane to land here at the airport is going to be, because again, we had counted like a dozen or so flights that are being diverted to other airports, including Greensboro and Charlotte. And so I'll have to do some tracking here, Nick, to find out exactly when this next plane could be landing back at RDU now that they are allegedly reopened. But this is what we've kind of been seeing, right? So here's a flight from Fort Myers that was scheduled to go to RDU. It didn't divert anywhere. It's just been doing circles out here in kind of the central portion of North Carolina, upstate sandhills of South Carolina. We've been seeing some of them. So these planes have kind of just been in holding patterns, waiting for the airport to be reopened, or depending on circumstances, going to other airports. So if the airport has been reopened, then I guess we'll see the planes starting to return to the airport shortly. I do keep rechecking the FAA's website. Never saw a status updated there on the official FAA website as to whether or not the airport was open or closed, which is peculiar to me. And of course, Nick, with the reporting that it was involving a small plane and a vehicle on the taxiway, I'm thinking back to LaGuardia Airport, which was a bigger caliber incident where a plane that was landing crashed into a fire truck. But there's been a lot of conversation since then about kind of the movement of vehicles, even those on the ground at an airport, taxiways included, and how we are trying to make sure that planes and vehicles can operate at that same space, because it's a choreographed dance.